Hi, I'm Steve Moitozo, and today's topic is security questions. Probably haven't thought too much about these, most people don't. Um, when you go to a site, particularly commerce sites, you're asked to create an account. You provide your name and your password and your email address. And then they usually ask you to answer one or more questions. They call them security questions. And there are questions like, what was the name of your first elementary school, or what was your address when you were 5 years old, or what was your dog's name, your first dog's name. So the issue with these is that the security of that system is only as good as the answer that you provide to these questions, because they end up being secondary passwords. For instance, when you forget your password to one of these sites, the site is going to say, okay, well, what's your username and what's your email address, and what was the name of your first pet? And because you're an honest person, when you created the account, you said your first pet's name was Fluffy, so this time you're going to say Fluffy, and then the site's going to say, oh, okay, I know who you are, here's your email address, here's your password, or here's a way to change your password. The issue with this is that most people answer security questions truthfully, which means that they're discoverable. It also means that they're probably not a secret. And I'll give you an example. So you answered Fluffy because Fluffy was the name of your dog when you were a little kid. Well, who knows Fluffy's name? Everybody that lived in your house, everybody who came over to your house, everybody you went to church with, your college roommates, because Fluffy was the best dog you ever had. So all these people already know Fluffy's name, which means it's definitely not a secret. The other issue is that you're probably not thinking about the fact that you used Fluffy as your security question when you set up that account with xyzcompany.com. And the problem is that if I wanted to attack your account, I could come up to you in a conversation, and we're just having a good time, and I'll say, oh man, have you ever had any pets? I've got this dog, da da da. And I might ask you what kind of dog your first dog was. And in the conversation, you're going to say, oh, Fluffy, he was a blah, blah, blah. And now I know Fluffy's name. So the best thing that you can do with these security questions, you can't make them go away, unfortunately, but the best thing that you can do is pick different answers that are not reality. So instead of answering Fluffy for what was your pet's first name, say something like Red Barn 349. It has nothing to do with the question. And so then what you do, if you don't have a digital way of securing that information, is you take the piece of paper, you write the name of the website on it, or some key that will get you back to thinking about what the name of the website was, and then the answer. Don't put anything else on the piece of paper. Take the piece of paper and then lock it in a safe, lock it in a filing cabinet, put it somewhere where you put your sensitive documents like your passport and previous tax filings and things like that. And then that way you've secured yourself. So remember, the next time you're asked to answer a security question, be creative, and whatever you do, don't answer something that's actually reality.